Unmute. Let's start with Carly. Carly, which team are you on and why?
Oh, she's muted. Yeah, she goes.
Hi, I'm with Trump. I'm not Trump. I'm with Musk.
Tell us
Definitely
why.
with Musk.
Tell us why.
I'm a long life Republican, but one of the reasons why I voted for Trump this time is the waste. We have a 20-year-old son. I think about his future. I think about the future of his children, the grandchildren that we may have. And I don't want them to be raised in debt and all the things that happen with inflation and waste and the money that we don't have because you can't pick up the money from the trees no matter what you do.
Okay, awesome answer.
So
Stand by. Hold on. Stand by. We'll get you
mhm.
back in. Sham Shul, is that how you pronounce your name?
Yes, sir.
Welcome in. Thank you for joining. Are you Team Musk, Team Trump, and why?
Trump,
Tell us why.
because I think that's the only way for Trump's agenda to move forward. Clear this bill, move forward because you got to win the midterms later.
Awesome. Stand by.
You have
Jen.
the time to do it.
He's also Team Florida Gators, I can tell.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Tan, welcome in. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Are you Team Musk or Team Trump and why?
Team Trump,
Tell us why.
the same thing like the other gentlemen. I would love to have, what we want from, like Musk said, but we got to move forward with the tax cut and all the things that we need to do. So that's the reason I want Trump when the bill passed. Yeah.
Okay, one more, and then Sean's going to take over here moderating. Gary, Team Trump, Team Musk, and why?
I'm for Team Trump only if the president exerts more leadership. And I think we got to focus on what the priorities are. The first priority is to make the 17 tax cuts permanent. The second is to face the reality that while we all favor spending cuts, there's not the support to cut entitlements, not even among Republicans. And the way the president can exert leadership is to modify some of the additional tax cuts. Let's get done what we have to get done. And I would be with Team Trump if you'd exert that leadership. Just saying demagogic things on Musk's side don't really move the ball, in my opinion.
Awesome. Sean.
Well, I was Team Garrett until the end, just to be clear. Look, I think the bottom line is the 2017 tax cuts have to be made permanent, and for a million and a myriad of reasons, just in terms of what it'll do to the economy, what it means for businesses and individuals. So that to me is like the starting point. I agree with Gary and Carly. Like, I think that the smart thing to do for the president, they sent that rescission package up. That was a very smart political move. It was $9.5 billion. But what they need to do is now further talk about how the work of DOGE will continue. We will continue to root out this waste, fraud, abuse, inefficiencies, duplicative functions of government, outdated, whatever. They need to fully talk about, say that out loud, like, which is, hey, look, this bill is what we can do at the moment, but it's only step one. And then the work of DOGE, the work of cutting waste and spending continues. If they can actually tie those together, then I don't even think there's a Team Musk. I think Team Musk is just people who are saying, hey, Mr. President, I'd like you to do a little bit more. So that's where I am. And I think, as you can tell, most people, like, there's, the first part, continuing and making permanent 2017, I think is a given for everybody that's on Team Trump. That there's no question about that. The only people that I see are for Team Musk are the people who are disappointed at the extent that the savings are included in reconciliation. And so the White House should easily correct that by announcing their next steps to continue that vision that the president gave to Elon to carry out. So I think this is actually, in my opinion, an easy problem politically to solve. And then I'm full Team Gary.
According to Audra, the YouTube survey is running about 60-40 Trump over Musk. Dan, either comment or question for our group here.
To me, the problem is Trump does not believe in actually dealing with the debt and deficit. He just fundamentally, he didn't in his first term. He absolutely blew a hole further in the debt and deficit. I agree with you, Sean. I think where the frustration comes from is, and we hear this on the platform a lot on all these issues, is this is our chance. This is our moment. Trump is at maximum political power of any president, maybe in the last 30 or 40 years. He's got a completely compliant Congress. and they got the majority. But yet he does not believe in any of this.
So we've talked about this on other issues in the past. Donald Trump has his finger on the pulse of the American people better than any politician of either side. Yep. I would actually say more than Bill Clinton, although in the same league, right? And for that reason, I've got to believe that he's hearing this. When I talk to members of Congress in the House and the Senate, they both say, I told the president about the spending concerns I have. He sees it, he hears it, he understands this more than anybody else. So that's why I believe that he will start to talk about the spending cuts and the future spending cuts and the future role of Doge going forward. Because I think he knows how to, he's never campaigned on debt and deficit, and you're right about that. But beyond that, this president gets where the American people are more than anyone else. And he hears the conversation that we're having now in a number of ways. And so I will be actually a little shocked if we put a pin in this and next Thursday we're not talking about how he's been communicating this through Truth Social and other ways.
All
right, as we bring in some more folks, or actually go back to our conversation, I'm gonna ask each of you a question, and it will be, what would you say to the person on the other side? So, Carly, if you were talking to President Trump, what would you tell him?
I would tell President Trump that I believe that we're ready for a third party in the country that would really tackle waste,
like Karine Jean-Pierre.
No, please, never in this world, never.
Okay. All right,
we need more than one person in that party.
Shamso, what would you tell Elon Musk if you had a chance to talk to him about the reconciliation bill?
Be realistic. Politics is difficult.
Good answer. Tian, what would you tell Elon Musk?
Be patient.
Gary.
Focus on priorities.
All right. Really grateful to the four of you for creating that instant focus group. All right.